welcome to the channel. Welcome back. If you've been subscribed, you should definitely subscribe. Today we are talking about upcoming cozy games that are coming to Nintendo Switch. Here's the thing. This year's been pretty dry. I haven't even been making videos about anything because there's no games that I'm really interested in. But May is going to change that. There are a ton of games coming to Nintendo Switch. Today, I'm highlighting just a few, including 2 of my most anticipated games of the year. So let's just get it started with the first one. Please support this game. Starting off May with an absolute bang is Endless Ocean Luminous, which releases on May 2nd for $49.99. Now, if you didn't know about this series, it is basically an ocean exploration series that got its start on the Nintendo Wii. And I've actually been replaying those Wii games recently, and they hold up quite well. So I'm even more excited for this new HD shiny version to come out on the Nintendo Switch. Now, like I said before, you are basically exploring the ocean, which depending on who you ask, that might be cozy or that might be terrifying. I'm kind of in the middle of that. But this game looks so amazing. They've been releasing more and more trailers, giving us more information. There's over 500 species to discover. And honestly, the selling point for me, and maybe you now, is the 30-player online mode. So you can go online with 30 friends, if you have that many, or 30 randos online, and you can just dive together in an ocean. That sounds so amazing. So basically what they do is they drop 30 of you in random parts of the map, and you can kind of meet up, do emotes with each other, discover like sunken ships and stuff. I just love the idea of this game, and especially coming out in like what I would consider like the beginning of summer. I just think this is a perfect release. Nintendo has also said that they are going to support this game with special timed events. So some of the events that they shown were like schools of fish and like different species maybe appearing in the game. So there'll be special timed events where you can dive with, again, up to 30 players and discover these like weird phenomenon that they're going to update this game with. Absolutely love everything that I'm hearing and seeing about this game. And I am campaigning for you to at least think about getting this game because I would love series like this to continue. The Marios, the Zeldas, you know, all those games, they're great and we're going to get them no matter what. But it's the smaller series like this, the Endless Oceans, that really get me excited to be a Nintendo fan. So definitely check this one out. It's coming out on the 2nd for a decent price of $49.99. Also releasing on May 2nd, which for me will definitely go on my wish list because I'll be playing Endless Ocean. But I don't want you guys to overlook this game, Sirmount. Again, this comes out on the 2nd for a retail price of $14.99. This is a super stylized, bite-sized type game that I've had my eye on for a while now. And this is basically a physics-based rock climbing game. I know, it's kind of interesting, but I do think it fits sort of this cozy genre. There's no time limit. There's no pressure, really. It's just kind of up to you to go up these procedurally generated mountains and, yeah, climb mountains. I don't know. What do you want from me? Now, there is a pretty quirky story and pretty memorable characters to go along with it. There is a demo on Steam if you're, not sure about this. But again, I'm going to put this on my wish list. Wait for, maybe the game to go on sale or just for me to have more free time to play this. But Sirmount should definitely be on your list. There's an entire co-op mode that you can play with a friend. So super interesting title. Sirmount releases again on the 2nd for $14.99. All right, a couple good games so far. We have more. I do want to stop to give time to our sponsor for today's video, which is Factor. Today's video is sponsored by Factor. Now, Factor takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success. So skip the grocery stores. You don't want to be around people anyway. Skip ordering food, the overpriced cold food. You know what I'm talking about. Skip the cooking fatigue. You don't want to be cooking all day, and instead get chef crafted, dietitian approved meals delivered right to your door. And with over 35 meals to choose from per week, including options like keto, calorie smart, vegan, and vegetarian options, there'll always be something for you to eat. And oh, by the way, these chef-prepared meals can be ready in 2 minutes. 2 minutes! Who doesn't have that time? And you can use that extra time to do the things you really want to do, and that's play cozy games, man. You got your Switch, you got your food, it took 2 minutes. You don't want to be cooking for hours, and then the cleanup. Oh man, the cleanup. Thank you so much to Factor75 for sponsoring today's video. Use my link to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. It's really a no-brainer, guys. The next game I think is going to have a pretty good audience on the Nintendo Switch, and that is Little Kitty Big City, which launches May 9th for a price of $22.49. So definitely take advantage of that launch sale. I think it's 10% off from the original price. And this is basically an open world sandbox, or litter box for the sake of this game. It's a open world exploration game where you play as a cat and you kind of just explore the city at your own pace. You could talk to characters, you could just mess around with the world. This kind of reminds me of Untitled Goose Game, if you guys heard about that, where you basically play as a goose and you're just kind of like messing with the world. I do think this game has more of a focus on story, but you can kind of go at your own pace. And I love games like this where it's not a huge time investment. I do think the price is a little steep for this kind of game at $25, but again, it does have that launch price, so I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Play as a cat. Who doesn't love cats? I would consider myself a cat guy. I love my dog, love other dogs, but I like being a cat. Or I will like being a cat. You can do different things like unlock different customizable hats. I love things like that. I don't know. This just seems like a good time, like a lighthearted experience. It does launch at a time where you might have time before some bigger games. So don't forget about this one. Little Kitty Big City, May 9th, $22.49. Next up is a game that I'm always looking for. I'm always looking for games like this. And this is Pool Party, which releases on May 16th for a price of $19.99. And this is basically a multiplayer minigame compilation where you play as these cute little pool balls. Now you can play this game solo, or you can play with up to 4 people locally. I don't think this game has online, but yeah, basically it is a compilation of different mini games. Like you can play a version of pool, you can play a version of tennis, sumo wrestling, soccer. You could beat the crap out of each other. I don't know. I just really gravitate towards these games. Love playing them with friends, love playing them with my girlfriend locally. I'm always looking for these types of games. $19.99 looks very high quality. I like how stylized it is. Love the different characters, and it just looks like genuine fun. This to me is a wishlist game. Don't know if I'll get it day one, but definitely check it out. If you're looking for more multiplayer experiences, pick up Pool Party. All right, here's the big one for the month, and that is Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, which comes out on May 23rd. For that Nintendo price of $59.99. This is a huge deal for the Nintendo community, and I do think this game falls under the cozy umbrella. First of all, the visuals of this game are amazing. They've taken this GameCube game and made it look even better, and I think the GameCube game still looks pretty good. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this franchise, the Paper Mario franchise is a turn-based RPG franchise that has some of the best writing Nintendo has ever done. Now, the thing about Paper Mario is that the series as a whole hasn't always been good, okay? And if you ask Paper Mario fans, I feel like this is the height of the franchise. The original and this one are definitely the best ones in the series. So if you're looking to get into this series, you play this one and you don't like it, you might not like Paper Mario. But I'm so excited for this one to come out. Visually, it looks amazing, like I said before. But just as a game, I think this is one of the better Nintendo games that they've ever done. And for them to completely remake it is such fan service. Now, it doesn't really help that there aren't a ton of Nintendo games to look forward to. Nintendo might actually have a Direct in May, we just don't know yet. They might have a Direct in June, so we should be hearing about more games soon, or maybe the next console even. But Thousand Year Door, if you have any interest in turn-based RPGs or story-heavy series, definitely give this one a try. I think it's going to be very popular. Check it out, May 23rd, full price. So this game, I wasn't sure if I wanted to include in this video, but I'm fairly certain it's coming to the Nintendo Switch soon, and that is Moonstone Island, which does have a release price of $19.99. This was shown in a previous Direct, I forgot which one it was, and it was confirmed to be coming to the Switch in spring of 2024. Now, I'm no expert, but May seems to be like the last month of spring, right? The developers haven't commented anything. I feel like this is bound to get announced soon. At the time of this recording, it's been pretty radio silent. Everyone's been kind of pestering them on Twitter, but they haven't really given an official release date for this game. So take that with a grain of salt. But Moonstone Island is a game that I've been wanting to play for such a long time. It is part farming game, part exploration game, part card battler Pokemon game. There's a lot going on for it, and that's what I love about it so much. These little sort of indie farming games oftentimes don't have enough to do, and this seems like the complete opposite. So Moonstone Island, definitely, keep checking the eShop for it, but it should be coming out within the next month or so. Moonstone Island does come out for $19.99, but it's a game you don't want to miss. So there you have it. A bunch of cozy games coming to Nintendo Switch. I feel like the drought is over. These are some really good games that are going to take a lot of my time anyway. And like I said in the video before, Nintendo's definitely getting ready to show us more. So I do anticipate May, especially if they don't have it in May, June, for Nintendo to have another presentation to show off more games. And hopefully some of those games are cozy games, because that's what we like around here. Thank you again so much for watching the video. Definitely subscribe if you like this kind of content. And yeah, I'll be covering most of the games that I talked about today. So if you want to hear more and see more, definitely, again, think about subscribing. Subscribe already. Jeez. Thanks for watching. Bye.